Hello, Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. This is your tarot, rune, and oracle reading for the week of September 11th to the 17th, 2023. The rune that came out for you is called Hagalaz, and this is the rune of hailstorms and blizzards, and it just really shows situations that you don't really have any control over. It's kind of like giving that waiting out the storm energy. So I do wonder if some of you are suffering from some sort of ailment or injury currently that you kind of have to like sit back and heal from, and that's like your only option, or if there is a period that you have no control over, like a storm blowing through your area and you have no choice but to like just sit it out, or even like a suspension from work or being furloughed, or something like that. It feels like something out of your control that you just have to wait through the storm. This could also show people in your life that you may feel a strong attachment to or passion for. There could be stuff going on in their life that's like you just have to wait until this period is over. Like there's nothing else you could do. They're healing from an illness, or they are having a tough time and having to focus on work a lot. It feels like a temporary period where you're a little bit frustrated because you have to wait out a certain storm in your life, and that's kind of your only option. And this rune asks you to kind of take this as a great time to snuggle up and be warm and focus on fun things. Like you can sit here and cry that it's storming out, or you can grab a cozy little blanket, make yourself some hot cocoa and watch some movies and make a really beautiful memory out of it. And then that will have you looking at these moments as more cozy. You know what I mean? So Spirit's trying to ask you to get your mindset into the right place, because if you dwell in the anxiety of waiting, I feel like it could really make you powerless and make you kind of act rashly and maybe like freaking out over things you don't need to freak out about, or impulse online shopping, things like that. So be aware of that energy. We have the Devil coming out. Yeah, that feeling of confinement. I can't do anything. For some of you, I'm also reading this as something more sensual based, exploring your sexuality, your kinks and stuff this week. So that's exciting. Getting into your more artistic energy. But, free yourself from any mental prisons that you have yourself in this week. And if there's any addictions that you are suffering from, try to go into certain periods of your life aware that they may be a trigger for that addiction. For example, if you know you can't see your partner for 2 or 3 weeks, and you're going to be anxious, you're going to be bored, like that may trigger up some sort of addiction for you. And a lot of people have addictions and they don't realize it. I was just journaling today about how I have a social media addiction and a sugar addiction. And you know what? If I was in your shoes, this would be a time where that would be flaring up for me. But Spirit's saying it doesn't have to be a flare-up. It could be something beautiful. Like, use this time wisely. It doesn't have to make you act in negative ways. We have full moon in Scorpio. It's time to release negativity. Speaking of, Scorpio dives deep into your shadow attributes and your subconscious energies and routines here. And it's really time for you to give up an addiction, kick something bad, kick a bad habit to the curb for sure. And, give up the negative mindset that you have when it comes to waiting. We're in retrograde season right now, the middle of retrograde season. And there are most likely situations in your life that just need time, a relationship that needs to build first, a healing period that just needs time. It's like you have no control over this, so make the most out of this time. Try to look on the bright side. Like, this could be a time for you to really connect with yourself and focus on other things. So getting into the tarot, we have the Green Man coming out, which is beautiful. This is the Emperor energy, masculine energy of the earth, manifesting anything that you want to manifest. I see you getting organized. That's a good thing. If you have a lot of time on your hands, I feel like just time on your hands. And that song by Elton John has been stuck in my head all week. Time on my hands, could be time spent with you. That there may be lyrics in that song that really resonate with you. Again, especially if you're waiting to see someone, like, this time that you're apart and you're just not doing anything could be a real trigger for you to overthink and watch all these tarot readings on their feelings and, you know, do this and that. And Spirit's saying, like, what if you made a quilt? What if you cleaned your whole house out and use this time to prepare, like work out, clean your house, learn a language, learn a skill, cook good things for yourself, get organized, you know, clear out your junk drawers. I don't know. Second card out, we have the Six of Arrows transition. Yeah, you're finding peace. You're stepping into more peace. There is a healing period here as well. I feel like things are getting better with you and other people in your life as well, becoming more intimate, becoming closer. You may notice past resentments are being released at this time as well. You no longer feel very strongly about past circumstances that may have went down with people. You really genuinely feel yourself healing and getting over the past. Third card out is the King of Vessels in reversed, Heron. This is your energy, your masculine energy. And again, like, it's giving the same message, okay? King of Water in reverse, honestly, like, it is an energy that has too much time that is being wasted. It's like when someone has a very lax schedule, and instead of filling their schedule up and being strategic and organized with it, it just leads to rumination. So again, I just want to say, add some structure to your day and be productive. Like, if you are someone who is a chronic overthinker, busy your hands up, okay? With anything, like a project, home improvements, working, building a business, creating a business for yourself, doing some sort of creative project. It will really help with the overthinking. I promise you. I was once an overthinker too, and I just packed my schedule full of fun, productive things that I want to do, and my life is very fulfilling now, and I'm not an overthinker. Second row out, fourth card is the Journey in reversed, which just reminds me that, like, something needs to be released here. It's time to let something go. Over worrying, overthinking, your own negative patterns and addictions. Center of your spread is exactly what I was picking up on. Four of Vessels, boredom. You have a lot of time, extra time on your hands. You know, I give some of your time to Cancer because they needed it, okay? But anyways, yeah, like, we see a lot of spare time, and, like, it's a blessing, guys. Like, I am so jealous of you at this. Like, you're sitting here saying, like, oh my gosh, I'm gonna be bored. What am I gonna do? I wish I had the time to be bored, guys. Are you kidding me? Like, that is a luxury. Time is a luxury. That's like someone complaining, like, oh, I just have too much money. I don't know what to do with it. Like, oh, boo-hoo to you, okay? There is so much you could do with your time. So much. Start a charity, you know, go volunteer, clean your stinking house, do some upgrades, you know, give yourself a haircut, clean out your wardrobe, go shopping. Like, there's so much to do with your time. Sixth card out, instead of worrying. If you find yourself worrying about anyone, it means you're not busy enough, okay? That's what I want to say for you this week specifically. Nine of Bows, respect. Okay, I am seeing here establishing some healthy boundaries. There could be actually someone in your life, and they could be another water sign, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, who is overstepping their boundaries with you. They could even be a little bit emotionally manipulative or passive aggressive, and you're not having it. Like, you are setting your boundaries with this person for sure. I am seeing that here. And it's not a big dramatic thing either. It's like, that's my boundaries. Like, you see your boundaries working for you this week. Final row out for you, seventh card, is the Four of Arrows, rest. Yeah, what was I just saying? Like, I just feel like so many of you are healing from something, resting, or on vacation, like not working. That's what I feel. Or even if you are working, it may be slow. And you know what? If you have a job where, like, you can kind of get away with, like, doing your own thing on your phone, or like something like that, like, you could find something productive to do. Like, when I used to help my mom with her dog grooming business, I had a lot of time where I was just waiting for dogs to dry under the dryers, and it was during that time that I really actually created my plan to offer life coaching, and I optimized my Instagram page, and I planned out all of this, like, content creation ideas, and, you know, I got a lot done. Like, there was a lot that I got done during that time. I also learned a lot of Spanish while I was sitting there on Duolingo. So, you know, if you have a job where you can get away with being on your phone and it's really, really slow, you can use that productively. It doesn't have to be boring, you know. Eighth card out, Six of Bows in reversed, abundance. Yeah. It takes me back to that, like what we just said, like I just have too much money, I don't know what to do with it, boo-hoo, you know what I mean? Like in here it has abundance, and it's like all of these fruits around, a beautiful cave, and it's like, oh my gosh, I just have all of this food. It's like, oh my gosh, what a problem. Oh no. You guys are funny. I like your energy. I think you need to reframe the way you're looking at things, though, for sure. Like this extra time on your hands, you're looking at it as a curse. Like you just keep overthinking and worrying, and it's like, okay, then use the time you have. What's that Gandalf quote? He's like, all we have, or I totally forget it. It's like all we have is the time that's given to us. I don't know. Ninth card out, 7 of Arrows, Insecurity. This really, really, really feels like a reading where someone just has a lot of spare time and their mind is just ruminating because of it, and they may be going back. You know, if this isn't you, like if you're like, Laura, where's all this spare time? Like I don't have any. This could be someone very close to you as well. I want to point that out, and they could be represented by this King of Vessels in reversed here. That kind of like toxic, manipulative, or like very negative. It feels very negative energy, and it's because they have such a free, open schedule. Like they don't value their time. That's what valuing your time is, like recognizing all of the spare time that you have and using it in a valuable way, wisely, and protecting that time. And when someone doesn't value their time, they're really, in a sense, not valuing themselves. And when they're not valuing themselves, they have a hard time attracting value to them, which can be shown in this 6 of Bows in reverse, abundance. So like if you're not valuing your time, like that can literally manifest as money being blocked coming to you, or having weird things pop up with your work, like being furloughed or not having enough hours or whatever, like, or having all these bills come out. So the thing here is valuing your time. Like that is the big message. And if it's not your message, it could be a message for someone close in your life who is just spending all their time. If you're cross-watching, this could definitely apply to you. All their time ruminating, worrying, and then bringing their problems to you. And it's like, well, what if you got like a hobby? What if you did this? What if you did that? So there may be some frustration there. So yeah, that's what I'm seeing for your week. Thank you guys for joining me. Like, share, comment, and subscribe. All of which helps the YouTube channel out. Thank you. Watch for your Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus to get the fullest overview of this week ahead. If you want a personal reading with me one-on-one, the link to that is always in the description box, spiritpsychic.org. I also offer my spiritual life coaching sessions and my Goddess Energy Intention Oil there, so check it out. Bye-bye.